Good morning, good day, good morning, good day. It's the first of the month. Well, it's really not. It's actually the third, but this is my first time recording for the monthly vlog diaries. This month is actually very eventful. We got a lot going on. We got our first anime convention ever, which checks off a list in my always wanted to. I started pottery classes every Wednesday, beginner's wheel pottery, which checks off another thing on my always wanted to do list. We have a lot to see, a lot to do, and a lot to accomplish. Today, I'm just out and about, making my errands, doing what I usually gotta do. But a girl gotta scramble and make her cosplay props because I literally go to DreamCon this upcoming Thursday and I have nothing packed, I have nothing completed, I have nothing ready, and I refuse to be lame at DreamCon for the first time. I'm trying to pop out. I'm trying to really trying to put it on. So we've going on Hobby Lobby and I gotta scramble and try to find something to help my cosplays. So the cosplays I am doing, because it's 3 days, it's Friday to Sunday, I am doing I'm sorry, there's this lady in front of me smoking a cigarette and it's coming through the vents of my car and I can taste it. Ugh. Anyway, disregard. The 3 cosplays I'm doing is on Friday, I'm going as Maka from Soul Eater, so I'm making a whole entire Scythe out of cardboard. Crazy part is I already made the Scythe part and then I realized it does not fit into my luggage. It doesn't fit in my luggage.
Oh my god, bro. Oh hell no.
And I don't want to make it any shorter. So yeah, that's a problem for maybe tomorrow. But I want it to be like metallic shiny because I want it to look like it's actually made out of metal without being made out of metal. So I'm trying to find something to overlay it with to give it that like, yeah, this is a real Scythe look. And then on that Saturday, I'm going as Rock Lee. I went as Rock Lee for Halloween years ago. Super cute. I actually kept the costume. So I'm just going to put on the costume, make sure I still fit it. And that's what we're going as. I'm debating if I want to put on the vest. I feel like I do because I'm not going to have like a purse and I can use the vest pockets for all my goodies. And then on Sunday, I'm going as Grand Regent from the show Invincible. But I kind of wanted to have like a black effect, you know? I want a little grill. I want my big fur on my cape. Like I'm it's Miss Big Grand Regent to you. Like that's the vibes that I'm trying to be on. So we're about to go to Hobby Lobby, try to find some materials, scramble, see what we can do, see what we can make, and get this cosplay together this weekend because I literally go this upcoming week and I refuse to be a cop-out. So let's go. Okay, so originally I thought that I wanted like metallic boards like this. This is red, but I don't know if you can tell, it's almost like a pinky red. Like it's not red because the blade is like metallic black and metallic red, and I just realized they don't even have metallic black. Like how you got all these other colors and not metallic black? Like I thought that was standard. Now I'm debating if I should paint it or if I should spray paint it. I don't know anymore because that's not gonna work. So I found the paint section, but I don't know if Hobby Lobby sells spray paint. Oh, they do sell spray paint. Is it funny? Like, is it funny to anyone else that they won't sell spray paint unless you're like 18 older because of vandalism? Like, I think that's crazy. But I want it to be a spray paint. I don't want it to be glitter. Do I want it to just be matte? Like they have like the low odor red. Has like a sheen to it. That's $10, dang. And then they have like the metallic silver. They got glitter shimmer. Cause I don't know. I feel like I should just paint it. Cause I don't want it to smell like spray paint. Like that's my thing. Like I don't want it to smell like spray paint. And I know they sell like metallic paint, but they always sell it in small tubes rather than big tubes, and I feel like that is gonna take me forever. Y'all, I low-key hate the music that be in Hobby Lobby. Like, what is this music playing? I don't even know if y'all can hear it. But it straight up put me to sleep. Ooh, they got like a color shift. I feel like would be really cool. Like this red gloss metallic acrylic. Like, I feel like that'd be really cool on it. I just wish it came in big tubes. Like, that's my problem. I either have to sacrifice just not doing it in paint and just do it in spray paint, but I just feel like I'm more comfortable with paint and it'll just be way more easier for me to do it in paint than in spray paint. And some of these are pretty freaking cool. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they're pretty cool. Decisions. So my brain finally just clicked and just thought, why don't I just paint the base black and red and then I could just go over with the metallic? Like, why didn't I not think of that from the get-go? So I could just go over with the red metallic. I don't think they have a black metallic. Like, I think all the colors are just light purple, matte black. Somebody help me. I just found magnets and I low-key wanted magnets because I want it to like magnetize certain parts of the staff to like click it into one another, and I feel like these will help a lot. But like, are they magnetic to each other? Like, can I, because I know like these circle ones you can, but I feel like it'll be easier to work with a strip. And then I had the idea, because I'm extra. One thing about me is I go above and beyond. They got these craft mirrors. Should I like disco the top of his staff? Like, or would I make it kind of heavy? I don't know, but I feel like it will low-key be raw. You know. I said, let's do it. I like being different. Do y'all ever be in some of these department goods stores and think, who is buying this? Who is buying this? Like, who wants a hamburger, who wants a hot dog, and who wants a board? And it's the fact that it's on sale and it used to be $100. It's really the fact that it used to be $100 that's getting me. Because who is buying that? It's ugly. It's ugly. Back secured. So I got some foam because if you don't know, on Maka's Scythe, there's an eye. So I thought about carving an eyeball out of that. And then the only other thing that I didn't show you is I saw these little, and it was a 3-pack, but it was on sale. It was on sale for $2. So I was like, why not? But I got it for my pottery class because we get these little tools to like carve out bowls and stuff. And right now it's just in like this plastic bag and my sponge ain't gonna dry out. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, this is cute. And it's purple. The purple, my favorite color. So I was like, oh, I'll just snag this and put all my tools in it. And it's lightweight and I can just carry it to my wheel. But yeah, now I think I got everything secure for my cosplays. Everything else is coming through Amazon that I have to like make. The only other thing is I think I just need to go to like a beauty store, any kind of beauty store out there, just to, because I want to do rhinestones to my face too. I know it sounds crazy, but when my stuff comes in, it's going to make sense. I think everything else I have, I just have to put the outfits together and make sure it all looks right. Okay, I'm back. I kind of left you guys on a cliffhanger. It is now Monday, July 6th. I literally leave for DreamCon in 3 days. 3 days. And guess what? I procrastinated. And I know I look crazy, but I procrastinated and didn't do any of my cosplays until literally the weekend right before. But I'm trying to pack my suitcase now. This is my outfit for Maka from Soul Eater. It's all together. I did Rock Lee previously, so that's all in the bag. And then, yeah, you know I gotta have the cut waters for the pregame. But here's my issue. I still have to finish my props. I've been working on the Scythe for Maka, but here's the issue. It don't fit in the suitcase. It don't fit in the suitcase. So we got to figure out, not even we, I don't know why I'm making this a group project, but I have to figure out how to compact this. I think I'm going to cut it and use wooden rods that I picked up from Michael's to stick it through so it just kind of like slides together. So it's going to be broken down to only in 4 pieces. And I have to go back to Home Depot and ask them if they would be so kind to cut this PVC pipe in half, because what I want to do is get like some type of part where I could put it on one end and just screw the other half together so that it's split in half, because this pole is 5'8". I want it to be a little bit taller than me. And yeah, honestly, I think it might have to be put into 3s. I don't even think it could be. It's gonna have to be cut into 3s. Oh my God. This is the hard part about being a cosplayer. Like, this is my first year actually like cosplaying and traveling to a convention. So I'm like, how y'all be getting these big old props and these big old like EVA foam like suits and costumes to these conventions when y'all travel? Like, do y'all take multiple suitcases? Like, am I missing something? Please let me know, because and then my third one ain't even done. My third costume is going to be Thrag, Grand Regent from Invincible, and he has like a fur collar on his cape. So I have this cape. If you don't know, I actually went for Halloween as Lord Farquaad last year. So I took the cape from that, and I wore these fur chaps to Cowboy Carter, and I'm gonna make that the fur collar. I have this like off gray, kind of brown, like, what is this called? Overall jumpsuit thing that I'm just gonna wear as the pants. But the thing is, I still have to, where's that shirt? Found it. So I got this like gym compression shirt, and I have to paint the like uniform on it. Like, there's this gray emblem on his like shirt that I have to paint on here using fabric paint. Let that dry. And then I had this crazy idea, because I can never be normal, that I wanted to have like a blood effect. Because if you watch Invincible, they do this thing where sometimes they like take their hand and full blown force it through somebody's body, and it's insane. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do sheer gloves and rhinestone it. This is how far I got from last night. This whole thing is supposed to be rhinestone because I wanted to almost look like it's blood. And then on the shirt, I want to put a couple of rhinestones like it's splattered. And then on the day of, I'm going to actually put rhinestones on my face like the backsplash of the blood hit me. And it'll be Miss Big Grand Regent to you. That's what we're going for. Like, that's the vibe we're going for. My cat has the zoomies right now, look. Period, queen. So yeah, you're gonna come with me to scramble and figure out how to get all this crap done, and hopefully we get it done in a timely manner. And you're gonna see me at DreamCon living my best life and unstressful. But honestly, it's gonna be the Scythe that stresses me out the most. It's gonna be the Scythe that stresses me out the most. But let's get this going. Okay, guys. So I kind of started this whole process with the idea of I just wanted to randomly paint on the design to the shirt, which was a little bit not that difficult. I just used the fabric paint that I got from Hobby Lobby. I was debating if I wanted to do puff paint or matte paint, but I decided to go ahead and go with the idea of just flat matte paint with some type of metallic shine to it, because I kind of wanted to look like it was raised off the shirt, not like it was printed on the shirt. I wish I did this a little bit slower. I ended up getting very impatient because if you watch, it's almost like it is absorbed into the shirt. So then eventually I got frustrated and I just slapped on a bunch of matte gray acrylic paint and then overlaid it with the fabric paint. It did dry. I let it dry out for about 2 whole days before actually packaging it up. But I'm a freehand person. I don't usually trace. So I kind of just get the general idea what the shape looks like. If it was me and you can't freehand like I can, I'll actually get like a white piece of printer paper, draw on that, and then you can use that almost like a stencil. And then paint in between all that as a stencil, so then you don't make mistakes. It's better to do this in layers. Like, I went about doing it like layer by layer by layer, letting some dry, going back in, because for some reason it just kept soaking it up. I was getting so irritated.
I just need to do stuff like this when I'm more patient, because the way I was like, do I even want to do this cosplay anymore? I was so close to just ordering something, but I just really am a big person on just doing it myself. So I pushed through. And remember, I was talking about wanting to do the blood spatter effects. I also decided to put the rhinestones on the shirt too. I just used E6, I think it's E600 or the E6000, but I want to say 600 glue. And the rhinestones did not come off. They was on there pretty well. I can't tell you how this shirt goes through the washer because I still ain't washed it. I don't know. I just know that the paint says to at least let it dry for at least 2 whole days and then wash it. So you got to give it 72 hours. Not sure if you could do that with the E600 glue. I would assume you would have to like hand dry it after, because I could see the dryer causing it to like melt off in a sense or get crusty. But that's how I ended up making this Invincible Thrag inspired shirt.
While that shirt for my Thrag costume dries, we gotta figure this out. I made it way too long. I think it's about 3 feet in my suitcase. It's only about like 2.5 feet long. I used my like an old cardboard box that I bought a new trash can from, and that's what I use. And it's that thicker like cardboard, and then I use kind of like this paper textured painter's tape to tape it together. But inside, I use like cardboard boxes to help fill it in to make it a little bit stronger, so like it's not wispy in the wind. Now the issue is that I'm gonna have to cut it. Now if you can see, there's actually like this seam here on this side. So what I thought about doing is using rods to help me stick it together. So like pretty much where it's cut at is gonna be this rod inside of it. So I'm gonna cut the rod in half. So no, the rod, yeah, I'm gonna cut the rod to be shorter, and it's gonna be secured in one end. So then that way I just stick on the other end through the cardboard slots that I'm going to make for it. So it's like snug as a bug. The issue is, right, is that it's not gonna stick. So that's the only downfall for the way that I am making it, because when I get there, I'm going to have to put it together, seam it where it needs to be seamed, and then have it that way for just Friday, and then break it back down so it can fit back in the suitcase. Like that's the only thing that's really gonna suck about this, is that on that Thursday night I'm going to have to like put it and assemble it together. But I mean, that's the only way I know how. I think it's so much easier if you use EVA foam to travel with, because EVA foam is a little bit giving. So like if you curve it a bit in your suitcase for it to fit, I think you can use heavy things like books to help flatten it out. I use cardboard because I just want to use resources that I had around the house that was a little bit cheaper. Like I bought a trash can, why not use this big old box to make me a scythe? So that's just kind of where I'm at with it. But what I'm gonna do is cut it, make slits for it for the rods to just sit in it, and I hope for the best. And honestly, no, we're gonna need the rods, because I thought like, what if I just cut it and then super glue it back together night before, like when it fit, or like tape it together and then paint. Do I need these rods? I know I need the rods for it to stabilize this part, because what I did is I made it so it can just, let me not step on that. So it could just slide. But the thing is, I made it, I forgot that was a part that had like a bend in it. So it was a little bit, you see, weak. So I'm gonna take a rod to it, probably one of the square ones, to get it to hold it and be more stable. So let's try that right. Let's try that right now.
Okay, so now you see I wasn't lying when I said that I just used a bunch of cardboard paper that I had in my apartment. I ordered a whole bunch of stuff. So I just traced a zigzag line on it because Maka's Scythe has like a zigzag red blade slice on it. And I kind of wanted to look like it was like not embedded, but almost like popping out of it, because it almost looked like it has rigid edges on it to cut through anything. So that's why I wanted to add an additional piece. So I just traced the scythe that I had already made out of the thicker cardboard onto this thinner cardboard texture. And then when I traced that, I just did the zigzags freehand on top. I know there's plenty of like resources online where you can like print out actual stencils to make these props. I just freehanded. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. I just freehanded, and I don't think it's that hard to freehand when you're using cardboard, because cardboard is forgiving. It's just the fact that you have enough cardboard to cut and retry and slice off stuff. Because then I realized when I look back at the picture, towards the tip of the scythe blade is not zigzaggy. It actually curves straight. So I eventually cut off those top of those triangles, and I was like, oh, okay, it still works. So it's one of those like good things. It's like it doesn't have to be perfect, especially for your very first time. But I just really like cardboard because it's more forgiving. I feel like if I did EVA foam, I'll be mad that I cut out a whole piece that I did wrong. Or maybe I could be wrong because I never used EVA foam, so I'm really not 100% sure. But once I cut out the cardboard, I covered the whole entire pieces in like this painter's masking tape. It has like a paper texture to it a little bit, almost like what's that thing called people do when they add the paper with glue and water? Y'all know what I'm talking about. But it's almost as that, but I felt like it was easier and less messier, so I just covered it in like even pieces right next to each other throughout all the cardboard. And then I just painted the red part with just matte red paint, and then went over with metallic paint. I feel like it gave it more depth dimension, and it was just easier that way. But it didn't make it like crinkly or warpy. I feel like you just have to lay it out super flat and make sure it dries fast. So I would use a fan to help it dry so it wouldn't get that wet, soggy paper look.
After many, many hours, why am I doing this? I have completed my scythe top. I am very proud of myself right now. It's not perfect, but it's great. And hopefully it makes it to DreamCon, and we glue it on there and it lasts a day. Because all we need it for is for a day. And that's all that matters. But here she is in all of her glory. I haven't glued all the pieces together. I am with the pole because all it's supposed to do is just slide on. Kind of like seat in there and line it up. Oh, so that's how it's gonna look with the scythe on there. It looks really, really good. We're just gonna have to cut it. This is a part. The rest is a part, and we call it a day. But it's technically up there. This was the project that I was scared of the most. I am not gonna lie. Like, I was like, I don't know if it's gonna last when everybody thinks it looks stupid. But I think it's gonna look so sick. Ugh. You guys probably won't honestly see me until DreamCon. So I'll see you guys again on Thursday when I'm traveling. And then for all of my... this thing's low-key kind of top heavy. And for all of my cosplays, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Good night and get some sleep. Because I know I need it. Good morning, guys. It's day one. Why did I hold up two fingers? It's day one of DreamCon. I'm here in Houston, Texas for my very first DreamCon. Yes, I am so excited. I forget living on the West Coast now that anytime I travel to Central and Pacific, sorry, the air conditioning here is loud. I lose sleep. And like my eye, I don't know if you can tell on camera, it's a little more red than this one. And I think it's because I ain't getting no sleep. When I woke up, I literally was like, water, Sandy. It is super humid here. It is super hot. Yesterday when I landed, they said it is going to be like 101 degrees. I think today's 103. Luckily, I'll be inside the convention center all day. I have no clue what I'm going to do. I have no clue who I'm going to see. I'm just going to go with the flow and be out and about. But today, we're cosplaying as Maka from Soul Eater. And y'all remember, last time I left y'all off, I was exhausted. I couldn't figure out how to get this Scythe transported. But guess what? I built it right back. Bow, 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 bow. Yes. I figured it out. I figured out how to build it. I figured out how to do all the things. So now I'm just going to get ready and start my day. Yeah. That's my life. And then let me tell y'all how I almost didn't make it with my damn cosplays. I shouldn't curse. I almost didn't make it with my cosplays. So this is what happened. This is all on me. My flight took off at 9:45. Now, if you've ever been to small airports, you know you can get through them in 5 minutes. I didn't calculate my time into the house out right. I didn't leave my home until 8:15. I didn't get to the airport until like 9:15. I was like, oh, I still got time to check in my bag. Because like Southwest, if they're still there, they're checking that bag. They don't care. I was flying American. When they mean that you need to drop that bag off 45 minutes before that flight, they truly mean you need to drop that bag off 45 minutes before that flight. Bag drop was closed. I had a big old luggage. Like, we talking about the big one you got to check in. I called the front help desk. They like take it to TSA. They can try to book it in for you. Barely fit through TSA. But the thing is, I packed my bag with a bunch of Cutwaters. So I didn't have to keep buying drinks here. I packed my bag with a bunch of Cutwaters. Because they have to go to TSA, they threw them away. They go. And couldn't bring them. My plane is boarding while I'm watching through TSA. Like, I literally see my gate boarding. The saxophones is getting louder. They're getting louder and louder. I run up to the desk. I'm like, hey, I need to check in this bag. Dude's like, that's against my regulations. Like, that's supposed to go through check-in. And I was like, look, I caught, like, I didn't realize I was being a black person, but I was being a black person. Because I was like, I called. Literally holding up the phone. I called the help desk. The lady said, put it through TSA. I put it through TSA. TSA, okay, go. I need this bag. I'm like, can you send it on a flight later? He's like, no, the bag has to fly with you. Which I'm like, theoretically it don't, because when y'all mess up and it goes to a different airport, it ain't flying with me no more. It ain't flying with me no more. So, anyway, I'm like, bro, you know what I'm saying? The bag has to go with me. It's not even one of those, like, fuck the bag. It's one of those, the bag gotta go with me, because there's no point in going to Houston if the cosplays can't go with me. I'm going. So, he cut me some slack. He's like, you know what? Here. I'm like, in the name of Jesus, there's nothing better than the name Jesus. When you're blessed and highly favored, it always works out. When you're blessed and highly favored, it always works out. When you're blessed and highly favored, it always works out. So I'm like, period. Get that bag through. Makes it a connected flight. And we're here in Houston. Yeah. It's going to be a great day. Let's get ready.
So y'all are low-key watching me do a last minute, oh, I got a good idea. And I had packed these like socks in my bag originally that I was just gonna like put on and fold over my boots. But then I looked at the design of Maka's boots and I was like, oh, it's kind of like crisscrossy, like she has belts on it low-key. And I was like, what if I just take these socks, put holes in them, and my boots have like this flap over them that like buttons into itself, and then it looks like kind of like a robo punk goth kind of look for her boots with my own twist. Like, big brain power was working at this moment.
Oh, yeah. That actually looks just like her boots, bro. That actually worked. That was a last minute decision because I thought I was just gonna do socks and pull it over, but I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna wear these funky socks. I live in California. What I need winter socks for? So I was like, let me cut them up because she had like these things crossed over her boot. It pays off to be. You can't even see me. It pays off to be creative. It pays off to be creative. That's all. It just pays off to be creative. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, guys. Here's the outfit. Here is the outfit. Do I look like Maka from Soul Eater or what? Yeah, and I'm probably gonna wear this trench coat because I feel like the trench coat makes it like, it's still cute without the trench coat, you know? Everything came from out of my closet, so I didn't buy anything. I just repurposed outfits that I had, and then this skirt came from like a costume I thought I was gonna wear once, so it's like really short, and that's why I'm wearing micro leather shorts underneath because woo, jump scare. Like the trench coat really just sets it off. It truly makes it Soul Eater. But for the grand reveal, ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da. Yeah. 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 What did you think this was? Yeah. Yeah. I'm very proud of myself. So you guys are probably wondering, how the heck did you transport it? So I had to break the pole down, the staff, into 3 parts. It has these connecting pieces. I found this all in the PVC aisle, right next to where I got the pole itself. I cut it into 3s, and then I just added these connectors. I don't know what people use. I think they use internal connectors, but my store did not have that. So this is what we're gonna just work with. I actually cut this in half, and then I just rebonded it with glue and tape to get it to fit into my suitcase. So I like sliced it here, and then I like just folded it up, and I think that was the easy part because it was all cardboard. So I just did what I had to do with cardboard and just folded that thing up and called it a day. It does not have to be perfect, honestly. Like, it's my first anime convention. Like, I can't be too hard on myself about it, but this is Maka in Soul in Scythe form. Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's DreamCon day 2. 1, it's hard carrying a big ass prop and your phone and merch all at once, and it was just overcrowded. It was my first experience. I was just like, I don't know, but it was like so cool seeing everybody running around, saying hey to each other, streaming, recording, vlogging, whatever. It was low-key really cool. But today I'm ready to tee up. Today we're cosplaying as Rock Lee. Bow. Babiana, you don't want this. You don't want this. Babiana, you don't want it. You mean? This is my favorite anime character. I love Rock Lee. I actually went a couple years ago for Halloween as Rock Lee. This time I decided to add his ankle weights. I just made them out of cardboard last minute and painted the chakra spells on it and called it a day. Cause I wanted some razzle dazzle. I did have white boxers tape, but like I didn't have enough. I low-key just threw the old costume in the bag, a hole ripped in the back, so that's why I'm wearing this bandage around my waist. But I feel like it's giving a little extra, and then I cut some socks again, put it over. I think it's just adding a little flair, a little texture. I've been seeing guys cosplay drag all weekend. A lot of guys been doing the Invincible. I don't think I haven't seen any female like Viltrumites, none of that, or Adam Eve, but that could just because some people wait till the actual meetup days to do it. So I might see more of them today. Does it look like blood splatter? I think it does. I think it go crazy.
Okay, guys, low-key, I realized I didn't explain how I did the rhinestones on my face. I literally just used Kiss eyelash glue. It was like the clear one, the one that dries clear. It looks milky white. But you just, what I like about it is I use the one with the brush rather than the one you just squeeze out. It's so much easier to use the one with the brush tip because you just like brush it on your face, stick the rhinestone, and just move on. I feel like it's way less messier and you don't have to worry about trying to make sure that the glue gets tacky before you add the rhinestone. So remember I said I used the old costume. I just used my cape from my Lord Farquaad. And you know what's funny? This fur coat, I stuffed it with old pillowcases. Old pillowcases that I don't use anymore to give it more of that plush look instead of flat. And then I just use big old bobby pins, keep them closed because I was too lazy to sew it closed. I'm not gonna lie, I was way too lazy to sew it closed. But I just bobby pinned it to the cape, and I just used an old wig that I had from years ago, tried to fix that up, and that's how I made this look come all together.
What y'all think, chat? Y'all think I need to add a couple more rhinestones? Or y'all think I'm blinged out enough? House real big, money real big, check real big, everything real big. I turned my AC off for y'all, so y'all better like my fit. I'm Grand Regent Thrag. That's big Miss Grand Regent to you, period. So I added rhinestones to give that blood effect. I added it to my face, and then I did my hair because you know they be hitting that. But this is my final DreamCon outfit. House real big, everything real big, rims real big. Let me show you how I live. Bow, 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 bow. Period. And yes, if you have been on this journey with me, these are my Cowboy Carter chaps. Keep that stuff, man. Keep that stuff in the bin and reuse it. Period. I'm gonna take you guys with me today, though, for my vlog. I'm gonna be more vloggy today, hopefully, because sometimes I be like, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that, and I don't know how I feel about all that. But today we're gonna do it.